One of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make is spending their time working on the wrong things. And I get it. You might be working hard. You might be working 10-hour days, 12-hour days, 14-hour days. You might be doing all this, working hard and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, most of the stuff you might be doing may not be actually moving the company forward like you think it is, okay? And it's okay. So in this, I'm going to break down an easy to understand framework that'll help you identify what the highest leverage tasks are for you to work on in your day-to-day workflow so you can get most results faster and more efficient for your business. So first of all, I want y'all to stop overcomplicating it, okay? There are only two ways to grow a business. You might get caught up, there's all these tasks, that. There are only two ways to grow a business. Two ways. The only two ways to grow a business is by getting more customers and keeping them longer and getting them to spend more money with you. That is it. So the reason I want to break down this formula is for you to just understand everything else that I'm about to break down. Because whenever I write down my day-to-day workflow, my to-do list, I make sure that the tasks that I'm doing ultimately fit within these two buckets. Because like I said, all that matters is getting more customers, getting them to stay longer. So I want to make sure that I am working on this because this is all that really kind of matters. So let's really get into the framework. First thing I want you to do, this is an action item. Document your business model, all right? Your business model, in case you don't know, is just a representational framework of how your business operates. How does your business do business? Here's mine, for example, right? Very simple, easy to understand. In case you don't know, we sell online education to mental health therapists, certified, board approved. First thing we do is we hire presenters to develop the training. I'm not a therapist, I'm not the expert, so I hire the presenters to do it for me. And then they teach the course live on Zoom. And then once they teach the course, we record the session, we package it, and resell it as a recorded webinar. That's it. Simple as that. That is literally the business model. And then of course, we're focused on getting more customers and keeping them longer. This is literally the business model. And what I want you to do is break this down exactly how I did it. What are the key steps on how you do business? If I'm an agency, we do outreach. And then after that, we schedule a call with them. And then after that, we deliver the service or we do the discovery call, or whatever it is, whatever your business model is, break this down. And then once you have documented your business model down and the key steps within it, it is now your job to develop your workflow and your to-do list and your tasks focused on optimizing each key step of the model. That's what you need to do, all right? For example, first step of my business model is to hire presenters to develop a training, okay? So if the task that I'm doing with this, I wanna focus on hiring better presenters. If I'm hiring presenters, sourcing them out, interviewing them, then that's probably pretty productive for me, okay? Next thing, they teach the course live on Zoom. Okay, I wanna make sure that we're giving the customers an amazing live experience, make sure they get the materials on time, make sure they access the course easily, make sure we pick the right topics to teach about, all that type of stuff. If I'm doing things like that, I'm probably being productive. And the last thing is to record it, package it, sell it as a recorded webinar. I wanna make sure, again, that everything is optimized and everything is better. If they're getting the course fast, if make sure the website design is good, make sure they're getting the certificates and the materials fast, and everything's going well together. If I'm working on tasks similar to that, I'm probably being productive. And then also getting more customers, keeping them longer, right? Am I doing my outreach? Am I writing my emails? Am I writing my copy? Am I running my ads? Keeping them longer. Am I developing my product? Am I improving it? Am I developing customer relationships? Am I writing out my follow-ups, writing email nurturing sequences, et cetera, et cetera? This is what is important. This is what grows a business and what moves it forward. I relate to this so much because when I first started off in business, and when you do first start off in business, you probably don't know what the most important high leverage tasks are. So once you break down your business model, break down this framework, I hope that this gives you an understanding and helps you identify what actually matters so you don't waste your time and you could get rich a little bit faster. And one thing you need to understand is that being advanced is just doing the basics at a high level at a large volume. Let's take LeBron, for example, if y'all watch basketball. Recently, he just passed the all-time scoring record of league history, right? And I came across a crazy stat about it. If you took away his three-pointers all the threes he ever made in his career, and all the dunks he's ever dunked in his career, all those points, right? All the fancy stuff, all the chum 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 threes, game winners, all the dunks. If you just took all that stuff away, he would still be top 10 in all-time scoring. From just the free throws alone, from the layups alone, mid-ranges alone, just from that stuff alone. The basics at a very high level. Layups, basic. Free throws, basics. Normal jump shots, basics, right? Being advanced is just doing the basics at a high level and at a large volume. And you might be able to argue with me and say, Zion, okay, this is my business model, and I know what's important, but what about hiring employees? Building culture, isn't that stuff important? And I'd say absolutely it is. But the only reason that you hire employees is to be able to do the basics at a high level, at a large volume. So that's the action item. This is the conclusion for this. Document your business model down and identify what the highest leverage tasks are that actually move the company forward and make you the money. Focus most of your effort, all of your effort on that. Thank you.